last 3 years have been a tremendous journey for you. Yeah?
They really have, yes. I mean, Ty's been fighting since day one. We didn't know that anything was going to be wrong with him, and on day one of life, he had what they call an apparent life-threatening event where he stopped breathing and was rushed to the NICU and spent the first 5 months of life in the hospital and multiple admissions since then, and then was diagnosed with cancer, and we've been fighting since day one.
This is going to seem like an ignorant question, but what is that like as a parent? You make all of these plans for your kids. I mean, imagining how life is going to go once they're here, and then it's so drastically different.
It is.
That like?
It completely turns your world upside down. I mean, a lot of people take the little things for granted, like drinking from a bottle or just being able to walk or talk, and those are things that Ty struggles with every single day. He, to this point, still has a feeding tube and will only eat a couple things by mouth. He won't eat any hard foods, and you think it's fun to be able to take your kids out and get them something really fun to eat, but Ty doesn't get to do that, and so it's hard because you take the little things for granted, and whenever you find out that you're going to be having a special needs kid, your world's just turned upside down.
You mentioned multiple admissions to hospitals. I mean, there are all kinds of surgeries and different attentions that he's needed. I mean, have there been times where you walk through those hospital doors not knowing what the outcome will be?
Sometimes. There's been times that he's been, air flighted back to the hospital because one time he had a seizure and desatted down to the 20s, and he had to be med flighted back to Arkansas Children's, and you don't know what was wrong. You don't know if we're going to make it out that time or what they're going to find this time or what could go wrong. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong whenever you get admitted, and they're so little and fragile that every day is a fight, and I'm thankful for every day that you have with them. It's a blessing. So,
with that, one of the aspects that we're looking at is sort of Ty as the face of, we always hear, give a pint, save so many lives. But Ty is the face of that, right? And he's received numerous.
I mean, there's been weeks that he's received multiple blood and platelet donations in that week. With every round of chemo, we were drawing lab twice a week. He was doing chemo every 3 weeks. We did 14 rounds of chemo, and some days he would need blood and platelets on that Monday, and then the next Thursday he would need blood and platelets again. And I mean, it is invaluable what it does for these kids, saving their lives by giving blood and platelets. They need it all the time, year round. So,
do you think people think about that? Like, you hear cancer, chemo. Do you think it ever enters people's minds that, oh, well, blood and platelets go along with that? That's an aspect of it.
I don't think that enters people's minds at all. I mean, it's extremely prevalent in the cancer community. Every kid that goes through chemo needs blood and platelets. I mean, every person that goes through chemo needs blood and platelets at some point, and it's an extreme need, and most people don't realize that. It saves these kids' lives. Without it, they would not make it. And so we're very thankful to the people who do get out and give blood and platelets.
You actually do it. I mean, we're going to follow you to the donation center later today, but I mean, being someone who sits in that chair, who has their blood drawn, I mean, not to be cliched, but that's lifeblood for your child.
It is.
Or another person's child. What is that like for you?
It's just giving back. I didn't realize the need for blood before Ty was born. You hear, oh, give blood, give a pint, save a life, and all that, but I didn't realize it until Ty needed it, how important it truly was, and how it does change families' lives. Without blood and platelet donors, Ty would not be here today. I can say that with 100% confidence, because he would not have made it through chemo if the cancer would have taken over, and he wouldn't have been able to have treatment. And so to be able to give blood back and to know that I could possibly help someone's child make it another day is just wonderful. And just a little time to save a child or just anyone, or multiple children, is wonderful.
Now, you guys have created almost like a Facebook blog, daily, almost journal-like updates from
Yes.
Ty. And he's inspired so many people. I mean, just looking at the number of people that like that page, that follow it, that comment. What is it like knowing that your son is capable of doing that, that the struggles that your family's gone through is capable of that?
It almost helps me because it makes it sort of feel like there's a purpose to why he's going through all of this, to help him inspire other people and do good things for the world. It makes it almost, not that I would want him to ever go through this just to inspire someone, but it makes it a little bit easier knowing that he is making an impact on the world and inspiring people and being able to help other children.
When you see things like today, I imagine every time you come to physical therapy, you notice progress.
Oh, yes.
As small as it may be, but what is it like knowing that the next day might be a new step toward him being the child that doesn't have to worry about that thing
Right.
now?
Every day is just an adventure, and I wake up going, okay, what's going to be new today? I mean, just the other day, he got out of the bed by himself for the first time, which most kids are like, most parents are saying, don't get out of the bed, but I was really excited for that. And then last night, he actually crawled back into the bed for the first time by himself. So every day is an adventure. I wake up not knowing what is he going to do first today? Is he going to say a word for the first time? Is he going to let me feed him a solid food today? I mean, the little things that most parents end up taking for granted, those are the things that we wake up going, okay, today's going to be a great day. What is Ty going to do for the first time? So,
Is hope delicate though? I mean, you hope and pray for, that progress and those good days. But is it delicate?
it's very delicate. We've dealt with so many challenges in Ty's short life, and I know that we can be going and having a great day, and something could change this afternoon, and we could be in the ER and admitted, and life can change in an instant. So we're very, very, very blessed, and we learn to take every day for what it is. So.
Do you feel like your son is sort of you're willing to talk to us about this, and we're kind of saying, Ty is the face of a life, you could say. Do you feel that way?
Yes, I definitely feel that way, because he, like I said before, he would not be here without blood and platelet donors. And it's very important. Even during the holidays, I know people are busy and you're going out of town to see family and everything, but these kids are still in the hospital. They still need blood and platelets. They're still fighting for their lives, going through this rigorous chemo and feeling horrible, and they need blood and platelets. Platelets don't have a long shelf life. I want to say, is it 4 days? It's 4 days. So if people don't donate, there's not platelets available. There's been times that Ty has needed platelets, and we had to wait a day because there weren't any that were compatible for him available. So it is extremely important for people, even during the holidays, to make appointments, get in there and give blood, because these kids are depending on them.
There is no vacation.
No, there's no vacation from treatment. There's no vacation from needing blood and platelets.
Do you think, and this would probably be my final question, when we talk about lives saved and that sort of thing, do you think that it is too vague for a lot of people? I mean, I know Ty specifically has inspired people to direct donate to him because they're able to develop that connection. Is that important, to picture someone and say, someone you've met has needed that, someone that you know has required that?
Yeah, I think somebody that everybody knows, even if you don't even realize it, there's somebody in everyone's life that has needed blood or platelets at some point. And to be able to see that person does definitely personally impact them. And even if you can't give blood yourself, you can inspire someone else to maybe go and give in your place, because I've seen tons of faces of children that need it, and to be able to personally see these kids, whenever you're sitting there giving blood or platelets, knowing that you're giving the gift of life to families is wonderful.
Are you looking forward to the next, we've got 3 years down, I mean, are you looking forward to the next 3, the next 10?
I'm hoping and praying every day that that's what we're going to be given, and you never know what tomorrow holds, but I'm hoping that the next 3 to 10 are wonderful.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has given time to donate blood and platelets. You really are giving the gift of life to families, so please get out and donate.